Everything's Coming Up Timberwolves presents the GM Corner with Chris Emerson.
The hot topic right now for the Timberwolves around the interwebs is Bones Hyland out of Denver. He's a 6'2" point guard. This is his second year in the league. He's averaging 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists a game, shooting 38% from 3 on about 6 shots a game, or 6 3-pointers a game. He's a lightning quick kind of combo guard, 2-guard kind of combo guard, 22 years old. What he'd bring to us was something kind of like what we were hoping Noel would bring when we moved Beasley. A guy that can give you a big punch off the bench with some upside. I would say Bones has quite a bit more upside than Noel. He's definitely got more of a ball handling athleticism. Like, think Jamal Crawford kind of play style out of him. He's got 2 years left on his contract, which is really enticing for the Timberwolves. Next year he's going to make $2.3 million, and the year after that only $4 million, and he'll be a restricted free agent, so we'd be able to match any contract anybody offers. The incentive for us as Timberwolves fans is he's like an upside point guard. He's a guy that is a real kind of boom bust sort of player right now, where he'll give you 25 points one game, and hit 7, 8 3-pointers. And then the next game, maybe he'll shoot 1 for 7 from 3. So, he's still learning the game, but he's got that potential to be something electric. And at that sort of salary, at 2.3 next year and 4 the year after, you're really not, investing too much into it. What supposedly Denver's looking for in return is a defensive wing, or a first-round draft pick. Those are the 2 reports that are floating around. And there's plenty of reports, not just from local writers, that Minnesota is one of the main candidates looking for him. So we don't have a first-round draft pick to sell, so it comes down to a defensive wing. And the guy that makes most sense for both teams, well, at least for Denver, would be Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince is making about $8 million a year, $7-8 million a year, which doesn't work salary cap wise, except for Denver has what's called a TPE, or a traded player exception, which means they traded a player and got no salary back. So you kind of have like a coupon for $9 million is what they have. So they could use that to pay off the salary difference between Taurean Prince and Bones Hyland. The real question is why would a team that's number 1 in the West right now look to move Bones Hyland, who's kind of their backup point guard? He's their 7th leader, or he's 7th on their team in minutes per game, so he's getting a quality amount of minutes. Why would they move him, coming up on a stretch? And it's because they need wing depth for defense. And in the NBA right now, when you're playing guys like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in the West, maybe Devin Booker, and all these types of big, powerful wings that are high scorers, you want to have as many wing defenders as you can, especially a vet that knows how to get around the game. Another report is that Bones Hyland and their head coach Malone have butted heads quite a few times, and which has happened quite a bit with Malone. That's something that actually happened sort of with Tim Connolly. Him and Malone didn't really see eye to eye with some things. So it seems like they seem to choose Malone over a lot of these disgruntled employees. Also, Bones is kind of a horrible defender right now, which is kind of the case with most young guards. But he has a lot of that AAU, get my own bucket, don't worry about stopping my guy sort of mentality right now. And he's a little bit of a chucker, like I said earlier. He'll give you, a huge shooting performance one game, and then he'll really fall off the map the next, which, again, is also something that happens with a lot of 22-year-old ball players not getting consistent minutes. The trade might end up being we might have to move Noel or maybe Naz Reid in the deal. And for the Timberwolves, it comes down to, are you planning on re-signing Naz Reid or Noel? And I would say we're probably not planning on re-signing Noel, so he's going to be gone in the offseason anyways. Naz Reid, he's our third center, so there's not a lot of value in spending big money on your third center. So this would be a huge move for us, in my opinion. I like Bones Hyland. I really like his style of play. I like his electric fluidity on the court. I like the fact that he can get hot and give you instant offense. That's something that like I said, we're hoping Noel would give us, and he's not. So adding that piece for $2 million and $4 million in the next 2 years, I think is a huge asset moving forward. I'm not sure that Denver would cut that deal, but I haven't heard many other teams involved. So we'll find out in the next week or so. But until then, this was your GM Corner.
Thanks for watching the GM Corner with Chris Emerson. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for the best Wolves content on YouTube. It's the Everything's Coming Up Timberwolves YouTube channel.